Hello everyone, welcome back to Drew Drives. Let's go for a quick drive in this 2014 Dodge Charger SXT. This has 300 horsepower with the 3.6 liter V6. You have a little screen over there in the middle of your gauges. That definitely looks, pretty old, but yeah, it's a 10-year-old car. Here's the Chrysler Uconnect. The Maserati Ghibli had this exact same infotainment system. Literally the exact same when it came out in 2014, which was met with a ton of scrutiny. So you have to control your heated seats from here. All your climate controls are over there. It's a little, overcomplicated. It would be easier with just buttons instead of having to go through so many menus to access that. You have your built-in navigation. I'm pretty sure it's like a Garmin navigation. Here are your volume controls. And here's the gear shifter. Here's your backup camera. Same one in the Ghibli. It's funny, this just reminds me of the Ghibli, which is really funny. Even though it came from this car, it all reminds me of the Ghibli. Charger. Logo badge over there. All the materials in here, I mean, it's a Dodge, it's not this is definitely not luxurious by any means. You have a red interior. It's leatherette. False leather. I mean, at the end of the day, these cars, you can't really expect these cars to be luxurious. All of them, it's really plasticky. This full car has a lot of plastic all throughout the interior. But the seats are comfortable. This one has halogen headlights. We can look at that at the end. And the turn signal stock, it's the one where you have to control everything from that stock. The wipers, the turn signals, everything is from that stock. I wish they had a lot of people complain about how there's no wiper stock on the side. Me being one of them. Why? I don't see why you would not want to put a wiper stock as well. Why make a super overcomplicated turn signal stock? Some things are not necessary to overcomplicate. Just like the screen. You know what I mean? If I want to turn on my heated seats or increase or change some AC stuff, I just want to do it with a button. I don't want to have to go through 3 or 4 menus to access that. Because you want to turn on your heated seats, you first hit climate or the controls button. And then you need to go over to the heated seat button and then hit high or low and then go back to the home screen. But driving impressions wise, I mean, it's pretty quick. I'm not too familiar with, Chargers or Challengers. But yeah, I mean, it drives pretty good. It's pretty comfortable, actually. The seats are comfortable. I was expecting the ride quality to not be very comfortable, but it's not bad at all, actually. Not too bad. I've got my heated seats on right now. They do the job pretty well. I mean, I'm not sure what the starting MSRP and stuff of this car was back when it came out, but yeah, the interior just feels really, really just a lot of plastic in here. So I'm not sure what just happened there. Sorry about that. The video just cut off, but let's finish this video with the walk around as we always do. So yeah, you have the halogen bulbs. You have chrome wheels. Charger SXT. You have a spoiler. Here are your rear seats. The overall driving impression's pretty good. I mean, aside from the, the build quality and all that, which is pretty expected. It drove pretty good. Seats are comfortable. No complaints on the driving experience at all. But yeah, that's about it. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.